I've been having a hard time talking about what happened and not lying, so I thought I would write it out and read it to you to keep me honest. There'll be a quiz at the end to see if you understood. Orville Hoffman Breiveld Z, silver circles a body cavity, like carving a vessel and number of decorative bands framing. A vault if a fault, a bar or rod that rain in four horses says is a barn, then curved strips of wood forming the arched back of a lute, also back and belly of a violin. Any is sole solitary horse that did have to live with a bear, any of the principal veins of leaving, a vein, a line, or layer of ore within, a narrow strip of land, a silver stone, also known as a boning knife, shark fin or line of tissue lightning. A very narrow blade made a polished shoreline, a heat treatment, a full length, and calling meat from the bone remaining. I mean, all that is left afterward are ribs of the building, when teaspoon is only a ginger zigzag moon, and a zangershide gelding beside, bare lie, pouring over the ridge, to save also wind to cool one's own porridge, to sprinkle clouds, not a clodhopper, clay and water for the life of porcelain, 2 teaspoons did not pass over at pepper made, cause is sauce and sauce is cause, sing a sorrel color, add here fasten in textile printing, and adore now wending, paperwork for the love of garlic, minced, and the 12 dancing princesses, do what you ought to do, Arctis sugar, is also known as bear sugar, is also Ursus minor sugar, roaning out to grain lies gray, molasses says me the same, minor arcana, ace of cups tarot card, torn in half fish, shellfish, it is beginning the day turned upside down, bogged down, dark cause is soy, boy a distance top to bottom makes a hill, inside the high barn, high hue and cry, O Fortuna. Oyster, oyster, the cloud unclothed, pins and needles, zigzag, ginger horse shied, do what you ought to do to add the body to the water, in the narrow sense, quiet lie down, then not quite white shell, lightning, pans and noodles, if need were fishes, then oysters would ride, do what you ought to do to add the horse to the water, over the back and belly of a violin, it is still life in pins and needles, loose lying folds under a pale linen moon, a guest stall under the washing machine game, was not shining the moon, pains and noodles, salt water is not used in firefighting, zeal is also known as this sea to jump the moon, it is pewter nude all the way down, it is pewter turning blue and hand-blown glass housing, ace of cups tarot card, I repeat torn, half is finding dark cause is soy sauce, defined as has been, does cause sauce sometimes, or oysters, to boil leaven, obsolete for iron fitting for a window, a rib cage is a rib cage is a rib cage, is letting air and light and not animal beside, a ribbon is sky, outside skeleton, bone as white, saltwater drying out, born in the sense those horses still living had lived with a black bear and water ribbons are articulated black currants, and 1/4 horse is 1/4 tarot card turning back time, is ribes ribum, come home, is fire berries, is crying apocrypha, is 5-lobe leaves spiraling, is ripening and other nitrogen-containing compounds, is violin belly and white lines, moon noodles, is boiling fresh water and fruit pectin, and bear sugar and lemon and chrome, and ribberry liquid becomes jelly-licking ribs, brown and ribes ribum. Come and bind everything given, a muted news video is following a marinade. If bait and the red balloon dance a circle lingering, while I was keeping farther things from getting set on fire, the underworld was imagined as a hill and a horizontal stone, white turned upside down. Please raise your hand when you hear the option for what the poem was about. A receipt for baby back ribs. A narrative for a barn burning down. A reflection on a man's sins and insanity setting things on fire. An interpretation of Carmina Burana. Thank you.
Thank you.